Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're unpacking a really massive shift happening right now in the future of clean energy. When we talk about small modular reactors, or SMRs, the conversation is almost always dominated by things like engineering and physics. But surprisingly, the biggest roadblock preventing SMRs from scaling up globally actually has absolutely nothing to do with science.
So, you might be wondering, what is really holding SMRs back? Well, for years, the prevailing myth has just been that we're waiting for the technology to mature. We all kind of assume that building these incredibly compact, hyper-efficient reactors is just a fundamental engineering problem we haven't quite solved yet. But as it turns out, that assumption is entirely wrong.
The true villain of this story isn't the technology at all. It's the paperwork. Literally, the primary obstacles that are completely stalling the widespread adoption of SMRs right now are administrative and legal hurdles. We already have the engineering capabilities. The designs are good to go. What we've actually been drowning in is a massive sea of red tape.
To understand why, we have to look back. Historically, the nuclear industry has been totally trapped by these isolated national protocols. Basically, every single nation demanded its own unique, independent safety certification process. So if you wanted to build an SMR in, say, 5 different countries, you had to fund and endure 5 entirely separate multi-year safety reviews. Imagine inventing a groundbreaking technology that could literally help save the planet, but then having to spend years and millions of dollars proving it works from scratch every single time you cross a border. This didn't just slow things down, it fundamentally ruined the economics of scaling clean energy. It created these massive, paralyzing inefficiencies that have severely delayed global implementation.
But the good news is we're finally starting to see a desperately needed paradigm shift. We're actively moving away from those isolated, multi-year, single-nation bottlenecks. Instead, we're transitioning toward unified frameworks. Think of this new approach as streamlined, highly collaborative, cross-border approvals. It completely eliminates the massive inefficiency of repeating the exact same safety tests over and over again for different governments.
And this isn't just theory anymore either. It is happening right now in the real world. To combat those historical inefficiencies we just talked about, top international agencies are finally teaming up to conduct joint reviews. We're seeing some genuinely pioneering collaboration between industry heavy hitters, the U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission, or NRC, Canada's Canadian Nuclear Safety Commission, the CNSC, and the UK's Office for Nuclear Regulation, the ONR. Together, they are collaborating on specific reactor designs, like the BWRX-300, to fast-track approval basically by sharing the homework. This means they're leveraging shared data and aligning their technical standards, so developers aren't just wasting resources jumping through the exact same hoops in different jurisdictions.
Ultimately, the goal of these joint reviews comes down to 2 crucial words: regulatory harmonization. What that means is creating a standardized system where a single authorization allows for deployment across multiple borders. It completely shatters that old administrative bottleneck. If a reactor is thoroughly vetted, deemed perfectly safe, and certified in one participating country, it doesn't have to start back at square one in another.
Which brings us to a really powerful new industry manifesto: build once, deploy everywhere. This phrase just perfectly encapsulates the modern strategy for SMRs. If we can achieve true regulatory harmonization, an SMR that's certified in one country can be fast-tracked for construction in dozens of others. You design the thing once, you prove it's safe once, and then you deploy it globally to start generating clean energy immediately.
Let's break down exactly how this unified framework practically accelerates our transition to clean energy, step by step. Step 1 is the Joint Agency Review, where countries actually pool their world-class expertise to evaluate a design together. This catches potential issues earlier and way more comprehensively. Then, Step 2, a single authorization is granted based on that shared, rigorous standard. And finally, Step 3, fast-tracked global construction. By clearing all those international legal hurdles right up front, we get shovels in the ground faster than ever before. And for sure, this significantly reduces the financial risk for developers, which makes SMRs a much more attractive investment for the global market.
The impact of this shift really cannot be overstated. We are abandoning those fragmented, isolated national protocols and taking a giant leap toward an integrated global grid. By adopting this unified framework, the nuclear industry is replacing a fractured system with a truly collaborative one. It's an absolute game changer that allows us to power the world faster, cleaner, and just so much more efficiently. It is pretty amazing to think about how a simple shift in paperwork can literally change the speed at which we deploy solutions to save the world. But it also leaves us with a very important and honestly a slightly unsettling question to ponder. If administrative hurdles were the main thing holding back small modular reactors, what other global climate solutions are currently out there, just trapped behind national red tape? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I hope this sparked your curiosity, and I highly encourage you to keep questioning the systems behind the science.